End of my video. I'm here out at Los Angeles International Airport. Let me adjust my frame a little bit. It's kind of weird the way I have it right now. See if I can adjust it. I didn't bring my tripod, unfortunately. So let's see. This might work. Okay, so I'm down here at Los Angeles International Airport. I'm all the way at the top of terminal, and you can see right behind me, I think, you can see the People Mover just coming into the frame up here. Let me pivot a little bit. Now this is the long-awaited electric train out here at Los Angeles. They have been having many problems. Again, another bureaucratic money grab disaster here in Los Angeles. It's only 2.25 miles, a little over 2 miles, and it's supposed to bring people from the parking lot, which is outside the airport. They have this gigantic parking lot where they have all the rental cars, where they have all the Uber and the Lyft, and they have plenty of space. And for years, I've been in Los Angeles for 30 years, and this is the first time they've gotten this close to try and build something that would make this airport a little bit more reasonable. Now, it's just maddening. It's just nonsense. I forgot how many billions there are in overruns. Electric train, 2.25 miles, coming from the parking lot, which is not too far from LAX. That's where all the rental cars are. Normally you have the shuttle buses that bring you there, but they decided years ago to build this, and I think the original proposal was almost $3.5 billion, and now I'm probably wrong on this, but I think it's almost doubled. It's close to double. And what it is, honestly, what it is corruption. Corruption, again, here in Los Angeles. Crony capitalism. People taking advantage of the system because it's not their money. It's taxpayers' money. And the taxes here in Los Angeles are ridiculous. The amount of money they waste is unbelievable. And they had the nerve to want more money. The company that's building it, it's done. Actually, I see it right now. This is my first look at it. It's a giant electric train, like the electric trains you had when you were a kid. Giant electric train. It's fully automated. I don't think there's any conductors or anything. There's probably a couple of people behind computers that make sure nothing's going wrong and can stop it, hopefully, if something does go wrong. But it's going to be open 24 hours a day, which is great. It looks very professional. It looks very futuristic. I think they said every 5 minutes you'll be able to get on one and get into the airport. And it has stops, they say, at each one of the terminals. So you might have a little bit of a walk, but it's nothing compared to what we have to do here at LAX. I'm picking up some family members right now, and I do a lot of picking up here at the airport. I come to get the people because they're my family members, my relatives, my wife. Okay, here it is moving right here. So you can get a little look at it. It's a little bit more robustly built than the LA subway system. The cars are smaller. The cars are more aerodynamic. They really look clean and quiet. Again, like I said, it kind of reminds me of a futuristic version of the toy trains I had when I was a little kid. And here comes another. So it comes up. The next one comes up. Everyone gets on, obviously. And it waits a few minutes, and then it takes off. And it's a continuous loop, 24 hours a day. So, again, corruption. Here in LA, we're one of the kings of contractors bidding a low price, and then because they know all the people in charge of the contracts, they don't care what it costs because it's not their money. They're not paying it. It's money that's being taken from the people. And you can really realize, I pay a lot of taxes here in Los Angeles, and you can really realize how much money they have that's wasteful, that they're willing to waste because they have an endless supply of money. So again, this is another boondoggle project, but this one looks like it is completed. So right now, the holdup, why they're not using it, is because the contractor decided they wanted to extort more money from the people. Just that simple, plain language. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's no reason to have all those cost overruns when you bid on a project. Now, I'm an independent businessman. I give bids, I bid on projects, and I don't have cost overruns like the way they do. And it's just because they hire friends and family and relatives and kickbacks. They bring in subcontractors with no bid jobs. They try to get the most expensive services that they need to actually build a facility, so that they're doing favors for other business owners who in turn do favors for them. Our governor was given, and this was years ago, and we're just finding this all out right now. Our governor was given a $9 million home to live in by friends. Did you hear what I said? He was given it, and they tried to hide it to make it look like the home was sold, and then it was transferred into his name. Now, I don't know all the intricacies of the details, but you can easily find it. It's wide news right now. They're investigating his wife. She's involved with a number of nonprofit agencies that are all in on the woke transgender crap. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And she makes so-called films, and she sells those, and they force school systems to buy that so-called film propaganda to feed to children. So it's just the whole government, from the top all the way to the bottom. And that's why they tried to stop the individual young man who was an investigator out here trying to investigate all the fraud in the hospice and Medicare. And they tried to stop him. They tried to come up with a makeshift law where you couldn't, if you found information out that money was being stolen from the government, that could not be put on YouTube unless you got permission from the thief. Did you hear that? The thief would have to give you permission to use their interview where you were questioning them why they were stealing the money. So it's ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's illegal, obviously, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And this is a prime example. This is a prime example right here. This should have been done years ago. And it should have been done, okay, if I want to be nice, I would say, okay, maybe they could have spent an extra billion, maybe. Okay, we made a mistake. What's a few billion between friends, right? So they could have had some overruns that maybe went up to $1 billion, half a billion over what they had bid. I think it was 3 or 4 billion to build this thing. And there's no way it should have cost that much. No way. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But because there's so much tax money and they have to spend it, they want to they're always trying to find ways to spend it. Always trying to find ways to spend it. And as a taxpayer myself, who has no say over how that money is spent, and I don't have any friends inside the system that are getting no bid grants, no bid contracts. So, not that I would want to do that anyway, you know. So, but anyway, again, I just decided to do this little quick pop-up video because I drove up to the top of this parking terminal, which is right here, the first one at number 2. I'm at number 2 picking up some family members. And I realized that this was one of the main first drop-off station for the LAX People Mover. And so this is my first time getting a really good eyeball to eyeball look at it. And it appears to be running smoothly. And the good thing is it's automated, electric train, so it will run 24 hours a day. So I guess they decided, let's just let it run. And that was a good test. That's one thing that's good. They're doing a more extensive test than I know they would have done if they didn't have this lawsuit going on. So it's running. It appears to be nice. I see some workers in there, probably keeping it clean. Everything looks top shape. I say it was worth the initial $3 billion. And I'm being generous. It was worth the initial $3 billion that they bid, but now they're in a fight because they say, oh, we got $3 billion out of them. Why don't we get another $3 billion? Why not? Why not? It's only taxpayers' money. Who cares? The taxpayers can't do anything about it. And the people writing the checks, they're going to get a kickback. some of their friends, their relatives, their family. It's all in the system. It's all built in the system. So I just want people to wake up. And I'm not Democratic or Republican. I'm not talking about Democratic or Republican. I'm just talking about pure, flat corruption, because it's done on both sides. It's done on both sides. That's what I want you to be completely clear. That's what I'm saying. There's Democrats controlling California, and they've always controlled California. And they know how to steal. They know how to steal. And Republicans that in Republican states, they know how to steal. Everybody has their hand in the pot because it's so much money that's not needed to be taken away from men and women who work. That's why it's so much corruption, because it's so much money that's unnecessarily taken away. They don't need the amount of money that they take in, because you can see how they spend it. They give it away to foreign countries. They give it away to nonprofits that they know are stealing it. It's not a question whether they're stealing it. Out here in Los Angeles, billions and billions. I don't even know how many billions were paid to all these separate nonprofits for the homeless situation. That's a crisis in Los Angeles. I ride my motorcycle through Los Angeles when I need to go down there for any reason, and it is like hell on earth. No exaggeration. No exaggeration. And now I'm told that the conditions in San Francisco and Oregon are worse. And I just can't even imagine how something could be worse than what I see here in Los Angeles. But I'm going to wrap this up. Behind me, you can see the LAX People Mover, a first good glimpse at it. And like I said, it's clean, it's futuristic. As they say, nice lines, the doors are closing, and it's about to take off. So it stops for about 5 or 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and now here we go, it's moving off to take the passengers to their terminals so they can continue on their flight. A great idea, finally coming to fruition. But again, here in corrupt Los Angeles, even the good ideas have to be tarnished by greedy contractors and greedy politicians who want more kickbacks, They're not pleased with the double overrun, probably $6 billion. They want more. And they know it's an unending amount of money, so I guess they say, why the hell not? All right, this is James Adam Tucker. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. I'm an actor, director, and editor, and I do comedy. And I just did this little commentary. I normally don't do stuff like this, but I did this little commentary because the People Mover is right here behind me. All right, thanks for watching.